Hey folks, so Bitcoin has just broke 15K today. We're on our way back to all-time highs. Finally, it's been so long, right? And so you don't want to miss this week's episode of EXMO's Crypto News Roundup because we're going to cover the hottest subjects in the crypto space, get you caught up to speed in an easily digestible manner. So if you are interested, just subscribe to catch future ones, sit back, relax, and just keep on watching. So the first topic I want to cover is price action, right? And wow, is it moving fast, because this article was from a couple days ago saying Bitcoin's price breaks 14,000, but we're already at 15,500 and more as we await the election results still, right? And this is all happening in the backdrop of the elections that we still haven't heard the finalized results. And remember how back when COVID first hit in March, how Bitcoin dipped massively to 4,000. It has been going upwards ever since then, posting nearly 50% gains since this time last year. Meanwhile, the stock market hasn't necessarily been doing that well. Like Dow increased a lot in the past few days, but compared to a year ago, it's down about 0.05%. So pretty flat, right? And so crypto markets never sleep. We're going to be awake, checking this macro movements, the election, other events, and how that affects Bitcoin price as we trek back again to a new all-time high. Even before Bitcoin hit all-time high, right, institutional adoption is already here essentially. Back in the yesteryears, we were always wondering, when will institutional adoption come? They've been coming all along. 2020 was the year of the institutions, right? Bitwise Asset Management, a pretty famous firm who manages crypto assets for other professional firms and traders, has surpassed $100 million in assets under management, or AUM, right? That is a milestone. They're famous also for their Bitwise 10 crypto index fund, which tracks the 10 largest cryptocurrencies. And they've also said that in 2020, that's when institutions really got involved, right? PayPal's decision last week to embrace digital assets was groundbreaking, and that was so exciting. Chief Investment Officer of Bitwise, Matt Hogan, said that the challenges that kept professional investors in the sidelines in the past have all been rapidly swept aside this year. And so that's amazing, and they're not being put off by the volatility. And the financial advisors who expect to allocate their clients' funds to the crypto space has set to double this year from 6% to 13%. And back in 2017, right, analysis by these guys showed that most investors were individuals, but now it's different. They're seeing a lot of demand from financial advisors, family offices, firms like PayPal, Square, Fidelity, hedge funds, and much more. This is a major vote of confidence for the space, and maybe it's finally time for the SEC to approve a Bitcoin ETF that's been rejected multiple times, even Bitwise's, right? This is so exciting and promising. Let's switch gears for a little bit. Ethereum 2.0 begins its launch process as the deposit contract goes live. And so the first day of December is likely to be the launch date. And this is phase 0 of Ethereum 2.0. It's been formalized for quite some time, but now it's set to launch around December 1st. The deposit contract is live and is now going to collect the necessary funds to trigger staking, right? That's how the Genesis process works. You need 32 Ether to deposit into the contract via their dedicated launchpad to get ready for the launch. Once they get around 16,000 worth of these 32 ETH deposits, which is around 200 million total worth of ETH, then they can proceed. This needs to be collected at least 1 week before the launch date, or else it will be postponed until it reaches that threshold. And this gives it the first time with a clear date for ETH 2.0, which comes after a long time of delays that we've talked about too in these previous roundup videos, right? And so that's really exciting. And I'm not going to dive too deep into the inner workings of ETH 2.0, but you should definitely look into that and consider participating if you're an ETH investor and want to help be a part of history and get ready for staking, where you can make some passive income and put your ETH holdings to work. Next up, quite interesting, if you've heard of NFTs before, or non-fungible tokens, Pewdiepie, our most famous and beloved YouTuber, has promoted it in a game that uses NFTs heavily, right? There's a Pokemon Go style game called Wallum and you can walk around and find in your augmented reality world virtual objects and find crypto coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other coins and collect it in your wallets, right? And then you can use that to transfer or buy stuff. And there's also a Pewdiepie skin that is an NFT or non-fungible token. So those are unique, and you can go around, use it in the game, trade it with people. It's super fun, and that's awesome that PewDiePie made a video about this and got almost 5 million views since it was posted. So this is a huge intro, huge exposure for NFTs, and a strong use case for it in a real world game like Pokemon Go. So I'm excited to check that out and play around with it, earn a little bit of Bitcoin and Ether, and potentially buy some prizes or just withdraw it, right? Last but not least, this should not be surprising at all, but MicroStrategy is looking to buy more Bitcoin. They were one of the pioneers, and they're so happy that they first, remember, they bought 250 million in BTC in August and then purchased additional 175 million in BTC. Now that has gone up, as you might have known, 22% over their investment. So that is amazing for them. That's probably doing better than the rest of their business combined, even though they're a NASDAQ traded company, right? Their president, Fong Li, said that as they earn more profits and have more stuff that they don't need to use back into like their costs and things like that, they're going to buy more Bitcoin. That's their reserve asset, if you don't remember. So that has also helped them in another way. It's increased their exposure and reputation. So it's like Bitcoin as a marketing service, right? And more clients come to them and know them because of that. And so before this year, really, they haven't really dabbled that much in Bitcoin or crypto even. They did sell voice.com to EOS, but besides that, not a lot. But now they're all in. And so that's awesome. Thank you, MicroStrategy. You're one of us. And that's it for today's roundup. I want to keep it short. Once again, if you like this video, please smash that like button, subscribe to catch future roundup videos. I'm Kevin. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all next time.